So hello guys, now I want to show you how I will grease my Stahlwille 435 ratchet 3/8 drive, 38 tools inside. So let's start. Now I have to use this size of screwdriver, the Phillips or posi drive, and at first we have to remove these two screws to open the mechanism itself and be free to put some grease inside of it. So here are the two screws. Let's put them on the table and continue working with the ratchet itself. After removing the screws, we must to remove the main plate. Here you can see it. And by the way, I want to mention that I was surprised how heavy duty this plate is. You can see the thickness of metal, guys, and it is superb. Very heavy duty metal. It can hold up very big abuse. And what can you expect from Stahlwille? Big respect from me to the manufacturer doing things like this. This is awesome, guys. So now we have to open the mechanism itself. Here you can see how it engages left and right, or forward and back, and how it works or operates. I was also surprised that this ratchet has no grease inside, and I don't know why. That's why I decided to grease it. Here you can see the main part of this ratchet, also made very well, and the construction is pretty heavy duty here too. So guys, at first we must clean all the parts of this ratchet, and it is good to use some brake cleaner for it. Just spray a little amount of the cleaner of the parts of the tool. It dries very quickly, and then we will wipe the brake cleaner and make the ratchet dry for putting grease. So now I am using some towel to wipe the brake cleaner from the parts and make it dry. Now guys, I will show you how much dirt will come off from this part. Here you can see on the first view it seems to be clean, but when you clean it really, you can see how much dirt is removed from the ratchet itself and from the mechanism itself also. Now the engage operates very roughly, and it is not surprise because there is no grease inside. A very rough movement of this switch. So now the ratchet is perfectly cleaned, and let's move on. We will need the flathead screwdriver as small as good, and I will put this synthetic multi-purpose grease, which is great stuff, and it is made in the USA. I recommend to everyone use this grease in the jobs like this. So you need little amount, don't be crazy here, and put it in the every place you can put this grease. Now you can see I'm applying the grease inside of this switch to make it move freely and smoothly also. My screwdriver, to be honest, is not as small as I like, but I have some big tools in my garage, and now I will use them also to make sure that grease covers all the internals of this ratchet mechanism itself. Here you can see the type of the pick, and it helps me to put the grease better here. Let's put a little amount, and then I think that it will be enough. Once again, this is not mandatory to go crazy here. You need just a little amount of the grease, and now I'm feeling, and it is obviously from the noise that the ratchet switch operates way better than it was moving without of grease. So guys, now we are moving forward, and now it's time to apply the grease on this flywheel. Also, I will use my screwdriver, and with a screwdriver I will apply the grease on the flywheel itself. It isn't mandatory to apply a thick layer on it, very small layer, to make the flywheel move freely and smoothly inside of the ratchet head itself. I like to apply the grease on the every surface of this flywheel which operates during the ratchet work process, and which hits of any metal inside of the head. And also Now I will apply a little grease on the back of this ratchet flywheel, and then I will put it on its place and secure with the bolts. So the flywheel is ready, it is greased, and let's install it into the head. And now we have to put the cover plate inside with the screws and secure it. So it is ready, and you can see here that it deserves very little noise compared what it has or had before greasing, and it is very cool. So let's install now the plate. Here it is, and now secure it with the bolts. I'm going now to apply some screw locker on the bolts to be sure that they will not lose during working with this ratchet. This is a green screw locker made by Swag. This is the same as Fabi ones, but we have some problem here. It is sticked inside, so I have to make it freely to move and be able to apply on the bolt. For this I will also use my pick tools, and I will put it inside of the tube and make it come off the bottom, from the bottom. So now it is ready for the use. Don't be crazy here, you need only a few drops on the screw itself, and now the bolt is ready to be installed. So where I am installing it, it is not right place, so this is the right place. You know, I was tired and everyone makes some mistakes, not a big deal. And now I will tighten this bolt with the screwdriver. Don't be crazy with the tightening moment, also you can strip very easily these bolts. Very a little effort and the bolts are in their place. Same story with this one. Let's tighten it. So the bolts are installed and the ratchet is assembled. Now let's give a good clean. Make sure that you removed all the grease which came out from the holes of the ratchet itself, and then I will show you how ratchet will operate and what kind of sound it will deserve during working. So guys, let's listen it. The switch is very smooth. And also, here you can see how it sounds. It sounds simply perfect. Every good ratchet deserves to be greased. This was a little video. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and stay tuned. Goodbye.